What's up, y'all? I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a video. You have to excuse that. Well, no, you don't. Had a lot of free time. Since my last video, I talked about how I ended up taking a leap of faith and leaving my place of employment. Um, Update: my wife and I are expecting, so that's cool. It's kind of weird. It's a year almost to the date. Well, she's pregnant again. And last year, at the same time, she had my first kid that, I made the video about that passed. Um, so yeah, I'm been in transition now for about 4 months. And, well, the premise of this video, let me start there, is more or less to reach out and discuss what's been on my mind, what I've been feeling, the fact that, it's what the effects of I guess, the economy and the way everything has played out thus far has the toll it's taken on my life. And yeah, so I'll just start from there. Um, so as I said, I left Wells back in November, and now it's March, and still in transition. I've had maybe about 7 interviews, 6 to 7. Had one tell me, "Oh yeah, we love you to death. Yeah, we want to hire you. We want to get you in. Background check, get drug test." Never heard from these people again. I even had another one with another bank, and they told me at the end of the interview, "Hey, if you don't get hired or selected for this position for whatever reason, would you still be interested in working for the company?" So that pretty much told me I wasn't getting that one. And the rest, pretty much different little odd job, interviews, things of that nature. So, point is, it's caused me a lot of duress in the sense of I know everyone's struggling. I know as a whole, as a country, things are tough. Um, I barely sleep. If you can tell, looking at the camera, I can tell my eyes are like really squinty. Well, first of all, I've got squinty eyes. I don't know, maybe part Asian. But that and I typically go to bed at about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning because I'm up all night thinking about how am I going to pay for this baby that's on the way? How am I going to be a good husband and be a good father, be a good provider? Thinking about what my next move is going to be, thinking about how I'm going to pay rent and the bills with just, my wife's paycheck. Thinking about what items I may have to sell or pawn or get out there with my silver can and shake at my family members and say, "Hey, can I borrow something for this or that?" And, within my immediate family, people have been very understanding, and they, respect me for what I've been doing. And, they know I'm just not sitting on my ass like, "Oh, well, everyone else will figure out my problems for me." But as a man, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't enjoy it. It's disheartening. To give you a real life situation or example, um, I was about $150 shy of my rent last month, and my mom, awesome woman that she is, offered me her jewelry, some of her jewelry, her jewelry she's had for years, to sell it because people are buying gold, so I can take care of that because she doesn't want me to see me out in the street. And, well, I'm damn sure not going back home. Just that sense of freedom. And again, I got my own family, like 3 German shepherds. I can't go back to my parents' house. But yeah, it's a struggle, and I guess my point is, with the insomnia and feeling angry, it's well, when people comment and respond, my question to you is, when you went to school, what was it that you went to school for? What did you intend on doing with it as a career? Because I meet many people in life who've got like degrees in art and PE and music and such, and you work a regular day job, not even in the career you school field you went to school for. So now you owe student loans if you didn't have any scholarships or grants to school for something that's not going to in the long run get you a job. Um, my next uh, question that's part of this video is hold on one second. Okay. Is why is it that as a society we propagandize our communities and people and tell them that if you go to school, you make the right decisions, you do the right things, you work hard, all these things can be attained. Because wait, I want to prove you wrong here. I am currently, my status is a college junior. I've been going to school off and on since I graduated high school. It's been different avenues and different twists and turns, and that's another video for another day. But I experimented with the military at one point. There were some issues there. And then I was attending Georgia State and didn't have the funds to go, so I stopped going. Had to go get a job, just being a student wasn't cutting it. And yeah, had mostly all A's throughout high school. Had the largest scholarship endowment of my graduating class, and here I am, 25 years old, married, baby on the way, 3-bedroom house that I have no idea half the time how I'm going to afford next month. Um, and what, like I said, is more disheartening or upsetting is that I, wasn't out there selling drugs. I wasn't out there in the gang. I tried to make all the right decisions, and yet, the good suffer with the bad, I guess. And I was majoring in political science. Wanted to be a politician or possibly go to law school one day, but it's like, hell, I can, barely get through week to week. Law school, more student loans, more debt, more things that I'm gonna have to pay for so I can go out there and get a good job. Because growing up, people tell you go to school, you get good grades in high school so you can get in a good college, get in a good college and do well in college so you can get a degree so you can get a good job. And half the time, that's not the way that works out. I know people, again, with degrees, working in hotels, working in McDonald's, working in banks, doing stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with their degree. And here's the kicker. A lot of the jobs I look at and apply to, the degree, pretty much, first of all, let's just say this. College, one, is not for everyone. And two, unless you're going into a very technical field such as medicine, or science, or mathematics, you technically don't need more than a high school diploma to succeed in this world. That's first and foremost. All college, all college really does is teach you how to think critically and teaches you time management. And what college degree shows to employers is that you took the extra time to get a degree to better yourself, so you can be a critical thinker and do those things, and such. So, I can have a degree in PE, but as long as I got a degree, I can still apply to the CIA. That's a very big exaggeration, but if you have that work experience and that skill set and that degree opens the door so you can get in with these people. But there's a second part of this now. Now here's the other kicker for me. If that degree gets you in, then why is it that people with degrees aren't in the fields that they're supposed to be in? Because 9 times out of 10, to get a job or to get hired, you have to know somebody that knows somebody in the company that's going to put you on. Because otherwise, you're just another applicant. What makes you special? What makes you stand out? Oh yeah, you went to this school and you did this. Like, are you and I alumni? Do we know each other? Do you know my mom? Do you know my family? Like, we're not cool. So why would I help you? So yeah, that's just a bunch of BS, and it's, excuse my AC unit, it comes on and does weird stuff. But yeah, it's angering and frustrating because it's like I'm out here grinding, trying to find a job, trying to do what I want to do, and then you got people sitting around riding unemployment for like ever. You know, you got people riding disability for like ever, not trying to, further progress themselves, not trying to do much more with themselves. And all I'm trying to do is make a living, take care of my family and be a man. And, I'm young, so I can't even imagine the people who are like later in life who've been laid off or having issues, losing their homes, losing their mortgages or whatever, and people not trying to hire them because they're older. So at this point, it's like, well, damn, what do you do? It's almost like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. You go to a job, oh, well, I see you've been unemployed 6 months or 4 months or however long you've been unemployed. So how are you going to be qualified for this job? There is a large gap in your employment history. Or then there's, well, you don't have enough experience to do this job. And it's like, if you don't hire me, how am I supposed to get the experience that I will need to do this job if no one's going to hire me at an entry level to get that experience, because you have to have the experience to get the job. It's kind of like a double entendre, shoot yourself in the foot kind of idiocracy that just kills me. Like, you want me to have the experience for the job, but I can't get the job because you won't hire me because I don't have the experience. But I can't get the job without that experience. It's pretty fucking stupid. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want it to be too long, and those of you who do watch and keep up with me, I appreciate it. Words of wisdom, comments, helpful ideals would be nice. Anybody that knows places that are hiring, please shoot me an email or inbox me, or if you got my number, text me. I'm not out looking for handouts. I'm not out begging nobody for to make my way in the world. Everybody's got to do what they got to do. But I'll be damned if my wife goes without, or my unborn child, goes without, or when my child gets here, they go without. So, outside of something extremely illegal, I'm gonna do what I got to do as a man. So, sorry if this wasn't funny for some people. I'm sorry, Brittany. If you feel like it was too long or was droll for you, don't watch if you're not interested. Yeah, I wish I could be in better spirits, but it's a tough time right now. It's a tough world. So, we all got to do what we got to do. So, I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I'm going to get back to my restlessness and hanging out here. And catch y'all on the next vid.